The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. There's Leo and Leilani. See if you can recognize your name. And Amia and London and Amira and Anton and Deviani and Cyrus and Ellie and Carter and Zariah and Natalia and Melanie and Junior and Royalty and Kylan and Maddox and Bernadette and Fred and Nara. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Good job, boys and girls. Did you recognize your name? That is something I would like you to be trying to do. When I am singing that good morning song and I'm calling your name, you could see, oh, that one starts with a K. I bet it's Carter. And oh, that one starts with an E. I bet it's Ellie. Or starts with an S. Cyrus. So start to see if you can figure out which name I'm getting ready to call on the card by looking at that first letter and seeing if you can figure out when it's your name. Good job, boys and girls. All right, we're gonna look at patterns today. You guys are getting to be super, super, super duper pattern people. Do you see the pattern behind my head? I have a pattern in my office. I have colors that go all along the top of my room in a pattern that goes red, yellow, blue, or green, blue, red, yellow, green, blue. And it just keeps repeating. Remember, a pattern is something that repeats. It goes over and over and over. So I have some blocks today and some linky-doos. Some of them are patterns, some of them are not. I want you to say, yes, that's a pattern, or no, that is not a pattern. Do you think you can do that? Can you help me? All right, are you ready? Let's look at our first one. Tell me, is that a pattern? Does it repeat? Good job! Yes! Ready? Say the pattern with me. Green, red, green, red, green. What would come next? Another red. Good job. Good job knowing my pattern. All right, get ready. Is this a pattern? Nope, it's not a pattern, is it? It does not repeat. Pink, white, blue, brown. No repeating. They're all different colors. Good job. Now this one's kind of tricky. It's a longer pattern. See if you can say this one with me. Ready? It's a pattern. You're right. I gave it away, didn't I? Silly Mrs. Hall. Yellow, pink, blue, yellow, pink. What should come next? That's right, another blue. Good job. It's a pattern. It repeats. Good job. All right, let's look at my linky-doos. They're back here. Ugh. All right. Tell me, is this a pattern? I know some of you guys used Linky-Doos last time we did patterns, and that's a good tool to use. They were in your backpack. That's right, it is a pattern. Good job. I heard some of you say, yes, that's a pattern. Ready? It's green, yellow, green, yellow, green, yellow. That's a pattern. It repeats. Good job. All right, look at my next one. Tell me if it's a pattern. No, not a pattern. Red, green, yellow, blue, yellow, green. Nah, it doesn't repeat. There's some colors that I have more than one, but they're not in a pattern. All right, look at my last one. Tell me if that's a pattern. Good job. I hear some of you saying, yes, this one's tricky. It's a different kind of pattern, isn't it? Listen, and you'll hear the part that repeats. Blue, blue, red, red. Blue, blue, red, red. And I could keep going, right? Blue, blue, red, red. Blue, blue, red, red. Blue, blue, red, red. I could keep going with my pattern. Good job. Patterns are always so fun to make, and you could make them with Linky-Doos. You could make them with blocks like I did, or you could even draw patterns on paper. All right, last thing today is I did a science experiment for you at my house this morning before I left. So I want you to watch my science experiment. It's a fun experiment that you can do in the snow, and I will see you tomorrow. All right, are you ready for our science experiment? Okay, I have a couple ingredients to do our experiment. I have some baking soda. I have some food coloring, and mine is red, but you could do any color food coloring, or if you didn't have food coloring, you don't have to have it. I just think it makes the experiment a little easier to see. And I have vinegar. It looks kind of like water, but it does not smell like water. It's stinky. I have vinegar. And then my last ingredient that I have is a bowl of snow. I found that outside my house. All right, I'm gonna move my camera down so that you can see what I'm doing. And I need to put some gloves on because my snow is very cold. So I'm gonna put my gloves on to do my experiment. At least the beginning of it. All right, I am going to take my snow and I'm going to make it into a volcano, like a mountain. Make it look like a hill. And then I'm going to poke a hole down in the middle of it. And you might have to have a grown-up help you with this part if you can't get your hole without your snow crunching all over. All right, see what it looks like. My snow mountain. It has a hole down in it. All right, then the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of my food coloring in my vinegar. Let that stir around. I could use a spoon to stir it too, couldn't I? So I don't spill, because that would stain my clothes. All right, and then I'm gonna put some baking soda inside the hole of my mountain. Did you see I put baking soda inside the hole of the mountain? All right, and last, I'm going to pour my vinegar inside my snow mountain. Are you ready? What do you think's gonna happen? Have you ever played with baking soda and vinegar before? Let's see. Whoa! Do you see my volcano erupting? Yeah, that was just like a volcano, wasn't it? I have lava all over. You hear that popping sound? The baking soda and the vinegar, they make bubbles together, and it makes it bubble, 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 bubble up out of my mountain. Here's what it looks like now. Woo. There's a big hole in it now, isn't there, where the vinegar bubbled out? Good job, boys and girls. Thanks for doing that science experiment with me today. If you want to do this experiment at home and you have baking soda and you have vinegar, which I used all mine. If you have those ingredients, you could do it inside on a plate if you're careful, or you could take those ingredients outside and you could make your mess outside and then it wouldn't be messy in your house at all. But that's a fun science experiment to mix baking soda and vinegar together. And in the snow is super fun because then you can make it into a volcano. Now, if you aren't going to play with snow today, you could still mix vinegar and baking soda and just have fun. You could put it in a tray. And moms and dads or grown-ups, another fun way to work on fine motor skills would be if you have an eyedropper. You can have them suck the vinegar up from the cup and then squeeze their eyedropper. It makes it last longer. It doesn't go quite as fast as pouring it. And it really helps strengthen their hand muscles to help them get ready to grasp a pencil. So those are all good ideas for making this experiment just a little bit more educational even with helping with fine motor. All right, boys and girls, have a super fun day. If you don't do my science experiment, I hope you do something else that is super fun and helps you learn a lot. I hope you get to enjoy the snow, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, boys and girls.